Hello, today after speaking about my hometown city and what a proud day it was on Remembrance Day for us, I want to speak now about the city of shame and sepsis and bigotry. And the city I'm talking about is our capital city, London. Since October the 7th, terrorists supporting rats and cowards have took over London streets, celebrating the death of women being murdered and raped, children being decapitated, and over 22 young children being took hostage. And all of a sudden, these people come out celebrating what's happened. But once the Israelis decide to strike back, now they want a ceasefire. Now, I'm not agreeing with everything Israel's done, full stop, but let's speak about what's happened in London the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks since this happened. We've had cenotaphs desecrated, we've had Jewish schools shut down out of fear from attacks from Muslims, cowards, supporting Hamas. We've had poppy sellers in the 70s, assaulted, bashed, moved on. We've had tube stations closed down. We've had monumental statues desecrated with paint, flags of Palestine, no respect for our history, culture. And with this thought in our country, we haven't got much of a future, have we? Unless there's something done. You've had people who work in police stations out singing From the River to the Sea, which basically means all Jews must die. You've had people in government singing it. You've got school teachers singing it, doctors singing it. You've even had a teacher that's had a placard up with a picture of Rishi Sunak, Suella Braverman, the faces as coconuts, which means the brown on the outside and white on the inside. While all this has been going on, Sepsis Khan has never uttered or breathed a word, while these people have caused havoc and intimidated and frightened the police. This is how I see it. They decided of all days to have a march on the holiest of our days, in my opinion, on Remembrance Day, Remembrance Weekend. Now, the way I see it, it's sacrilege to insult or abuse that day. Our current soldiers and all the soldiers that's fallen, serving this country in 2 world wars and various conflicts, didn't do it for these people that's on the streets protesting. They didn't do it for them. They shouldn't be in this country. To me, they've burgled their way into this country, coming in dinghies, false pretences. They shouldn't be here. They should be put out. And we've never had one word off Sadiq Khan. Jewish schools have been closed down for the fear of Jewish children being murdered. Jewish people down walk the streets through these. Rats supporting Hamas, cowards. That's all they are. You've got former Labour leader. He won't call Hamas terrorists or condemn them for the attacks on these women and children, but he will call them his friends. This man, at one time, was bang on to be Prime Minister of this country. So bad it's become. In all this time, not one word out the sepsis of London, Sadiq Khan, not a dicky bird. Not a dicky bird. So what happens on Saturday? Thousands of patriots went down to make sure our fallen got the 2-minute silence to defend our monuments and statues. Was there a bit of a ruckus? 100% there was. When the police stopped them walking through a gate to take a shortcut to the cenotaph. Was there shouting and bawling and bottles thrown by the 2-minute silence on? Definitely not. 100% not. The media, the establishment, this government, the racially pro-bias 100% towards minorities. It's like apartheid's crept into this country, and it's the British people who's on the end of it. It's that simple. You don't get any jobs where it's whites only, but you get plenty where it's blacks, Asians, gay, LGBT, whatever they call themselves, but you don't get any jobs where it says whites only there. No, that's not allowed. Now I'll tell you what didn't happen on Saturday when these Patriots was down in London. There was no mosques defecated or vandalised. There was no Muslim pensioners assaulted. There was no Muslim school children scared to walk the streets like the Jewish people of this country. It's horses for courses in this country, and it's all to suit the minorities. Like I say, apartheid's crept into this country, and it's just the British people who's on the end of it. That's my opinion. Khan will never criticise, in my personal opinion, a Muslim. A Muslim will never criticise another Muslim. It doesn't matter what country a Muslim is in, whether it's England, Scotland, Germany, France, America, they are Muslim before whatever nationality they're living in. The only time that Muslims are British in this country is when they want a house and want all of state benefits that goes with it. That's just my opinion, and that's how I see it. For Ramadan, Sadiq Khan organised 30,000 lights at the taxpayers' expense to be put up in Piccadilly, and all you could say was, Happy Ramadan, Happy Ramadan. The Christmas lights went up in London last week. No Merry Christmas, no Happy Christmas. There's more lights get put up in my street 2 weeks leading up to Christmas than what is up in Oxford Street. To me, that's bias against, racial bias against British culture. That's how I see it. I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it, that's how I see it. But he can put 30,000 lights up on the holy month of Ramadan. Well, I'm not, no disrespect to Ramadan, I've got no interest in it. I'm British, I'm English, I'm Christian. Come November, next November, make it Remembrance Month. The gays get a month, LGBT, gay month or whatever. You get Black History Month. The only month you don't get is Remembrance Month for our fallen done for us. Like I say, it's double standards all down the line. It's all against the people of Britain, our heritage and our history. And these people want to take it away from us. Well, I'm not happy about it. Someone's got to give. Okay, if you've liked it, all well and good. If you haven't, I'm not really bothered.